Zendesk Setup Complete Guide. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to set up Zendesk so you make sure you capture all the leads and all the support requests, nothing gets left behind. Your agents will be able to see tickets, solve them, and your customers will feel appreciated and they will come back for more. Okay, step number one is going to be to enable the email channel. Okay, so let's go to the four squares here at the top right and then go to Admin Center. Then we go to Channels here on the left and then we scroll down and we go to Email here, Talk and Email. By default, Zendesk creates an email for you and it's this one, support@rokawork, that they created for us, but we want to add another one and you can add an external email address, which I assume you do, or you can create a new Zendesk address, which is what I'm going to do. But now we're just going to create a new Zendesk address and we're going to call it care@rokawork. Finish. Good. Now I'm going to go and edit this bad boy and I'm going to call it Roka Support. That. The address is going to be care@rokawork, and then the name that the customer will see whenever they receive an email from us is going to be Roka Support. It can be something else as well. This is pretty much done to be able to send and receive emails on your behalf. From a customer experience perspective, it's not okay to have Zendesk in your email. So if you can see here, I have .zendesk.com. People don't know what Zendesk is, and nor should they. They're just customers. And if they see this, they might think this is spam. And I recommend that somebody in your email team make sure to insert your email addresses. We can also help. It's not very difficult. The next step is to create a group or a department in Zendesk. Okay, so let's add it to the system. I'm going to go to my four squares here. I'm going to go to Admin Center, and then I'm going to go here to People. And if you can see here, Team, I have team members and groups. First, I'm going to add a group. So by default, Zendesk creates a group for me. This is the support default group, and I'm going to add a group. This one I'm going to call Sales Support. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning, the use case is to cater to leads and support requests in fintech. So the support group is going to handle support requests, and then sales is going to cater to my leads. So this group or department will receive sale inquiries and they will follow up to try to close the customer. And of course, if you can't sell to these leads right now, you nurture them until they're potentially ready to buy in the future. All right, so sales support, no description necessary. I'm not going to set this one up as default. I'm going to let the other one be as default. Default group means that if you ever delete this sales group, the tickets that were assigned to this group will automatically just go to the default group. Now I'm going to add somebody from my team. It's just going to be me for now, adding this person in the group, and then I'm going to click save. And I'm done. Next step is to create a custom field called contact reason. Okay, so let me go to my four squares here, just Admin Center, and then I'm going to go to Objects and Rules, and I'm going to go to Fields. And by default, I have some fields in here already created, and I'm going to leave them as they are because I like them. So I'm going to go to Add a Field, and I'm going to choose drop down. This one I'm going to call contact reason. All right. I am going to click here to require to solve a ticket. So an agent cannot solve this ticket unless they choose a reason what this thing was. In the permissions, I want customers can edit as well because I might want to ask them to fill out a form so they will also be able to see it and fill it out. Title shown to customers, I'm going to say the same, contact reason. And the reason for this is because you need to have everything unitary, so it makes sense. So you don't have to remember, like, what did I call it for agents? What did I call it for end users or customers? Everything needs to be nice and tight and neatly organized. And I'm going to require to submit a request as well. Now for the field values, I'm going to add in here what I usually normally support or what I offer as a product. So look, in this case, because we are a fintech, we're going to say credit cards, we're going to say debit cards, we're then going to say mortgage, I'm going to say personal finance, I'm going to also say tech support, and people having problems with my app, either online app or whatever app. And then I'm going to add another one, which is something else. Now, this is all going to create tags for you. Tags are very important because you'll be able to create business rules, you'll be able to create reports. I don't recommend using the tags for this purpose. I recommend using them for business rules or when integrating with other systems so you're easy to identify tickets. Okay, default value I'm just going to ignore. I'm going to go to save and I'm done. Next step, create a form and add the contact reason. Okay, so now back in Zendesk, I'm going to to go to the 4 squares, admin center, and I'm going to go to objects and rules, and I'm going to go to forms. I have a default form. I'm going to leave it as it is because I like it, and I'm going to just rename it to something else. I'm going to call it how may we help you? How may we help? Form, and then title shown to end users. This is the same, and by default I have these fields in my form, and I have also had added the contact reason for me, which is great. Zendesk knows that I don't have multiple forms, so I might want to have this directly in my form. So it's here, it's ready to go. I'm just going to save it and I'm done. Next step is to enable the web widget. Okay, now the 4 squares, I'm going to go to admin center and I'm going to go to channels. So it's a little bit confusing. It's called messaging. So messaging, I made a video about it and you can see it in the description of this video, what that actually means and everything that you can do and not do in it. So I won't insist on that right now. As you can see, I already have here a widget set up for me, which is great. Zendesk does this by default. For now, I'm just going to focus on this widget that Zendesk already has created for me. And as you can see here, I have the name, and then I have a channel, which is the web widget. And now I'm just going to go and click this baby, and it's just going to guide me, start with the basics. The brand is, I only have one, the one that I created with Roka Work. Channel name, Roka Work. I like this. I'm just going to give it capital letters because that's nicer. Now, this is by default recommended that you let your customers know that you have privacy and that you're tracking their activity. By default, the Zendesk recommends that you leave a privacy notice to let customers know that you're tracking them, that you know that they are on your websites, and that you are, seeing some insights into how much time they spent, blah, blah, blah. This is standard stuff nowadays, and it's very good practice. Now, the most important part of setting up the widget is this embed code, which is an amazing bit of technology. I'll be honest, it's just an embed code, if you will, and you have to copy this and paste it before closing the body tag in the HTML of your website. It's nothing very complicated. I'm going to show you just for demo purposes, like how we do it on our Squarespace website. This is our Squarespace website, and if I go to website tools and then I go to code injection, it's not relevant to you, but I just go like this and then I save it up. And if you can see my website here on the right, it's already there, it's active, it looks amazing, and you're ready to go essentially. Okay, if you don't know how to do this, email it to a team member and they will know how to do it, no worries. Okay, the next step is going to be to make it your own. Give it a nice color. I'm going to give it like this bluish hue because it's closer to what we do. Let's call it Roka Support. And then I can put my logo, which I will. Just put that. Doesn't look very good, but you get the point. Next. Okay, now I have some additional setup. I can add my Instagram, I can add my Facebook, I can add my WhatsApp, and I highly recommend that you add these as well, because everything will centralize into Zendesk and it's going to make a nice experience for your customer. Okay, now scrolling down a bit, I'm going to go to the style. So I'm going to leave everything as it is. You can, customize, play around with this, make it nicer, have a designer look at this if you want. Now I'm going to scroll down to responses. So business hours, I'm going to set that up as a schedule a little bit later in the video. Now my responses during business hours, hi, how can I help you today? I'm going to leave it as it is. So now customer details. What I want is their name and I want their email as well. And you know what else I want? I want the contact reason. Why did you reach out to us today? How may we help you? Now this tells you to add an AI agent. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to leave it for now. In authentication, this is very important for me to tell you. I want to have forget history. So each time I come to the website, I want to start a fresh conversation. I recommend you go with forget history and just start fresh each time. I think it's much better for your reporting as well. Now I'm just going to save this up and I'm done. Okay, next step is to set up omnichannel routing. So I'm going to go to my admin center. I have a whole video about how to set this up, and it's a very difficult topic to comprise into one very short description, but let's do our best and we're going to use queues. So we're going to go to objects and rules and we're going to go to omnichannel routing configuration. We're going to leave this one as it is, just going to edit it up, and we're going to say first prioritize tickets with the service SLA, so service level agreements. yes, please, I want tickets that have SLAs that are being breached to, get the attention first. Assignment method, I'm going to go with round robin. I like this one more. Turn on skill-based routing, not for now. Turn on focus mode, no. Turn on reassignment for reopen tickets. Yes, thank you. I want that to happen because if somebody reopens the ticket, I don't want the same agent to have to respond because maybe they go home. So somebody else has to deal with it. So for email, I'm going to go for away and I'm going to go for transfers only. So if people reopen the tickets and the agent is away, I want somebody else to take this over. And for messaging, same thing. If they're away or if they have transfers only, I want them to, the customers to still get a good experience because somebody will jump in and say, hey, Timothy is out. I'm going to click this one, reassign tickets through queues, because you will see in a second why. I'm going to not check this one out. Message routing, I'm going to go with a reassign if agent doesn't accept within the time limit, because again, I want my customer to have a good experience so they don't wait too long. And then this one, count inactive conversation towards an agent capacity. I'm not going to enable it because it's just going to keep agents busy and it doesn't make any sense. Save. Then I'm going to go to queues. Now, very quickly, I'm going to create a queue. So the one that I'm most interested in is sales inquiries. So name, this is going to be the sales queue. Description, queue priority. So this is from, you can choose from 1 to 100, 1 being the most important, 100 being the least important. I'm going to say the tickets that need most attention first is going to be the sales inquiries because it's time sensitive. And I'm going to say 1. And in conditions, I'm going to say meet all the following conditions. I'm going to say the ticket is created, and then in any condition, I'm going to say put all of the recontact reasons that are related to sales. Now, this is available only once because the ticket is created only once. So this is what I want all of these conditions to apply. Now, either one of these is going to count as true. It can be one or it can be the other. I'm going to say contact reason is credit card. I'm going to say again, contact reason is debit cards. Contact reason is going to be mortgage, and then going to be another one. Contact reason is personal finance. So these are very important to me. I want to make sure that I sell. Primary groups for this, I'm going to say sales support, and then secondary groups, no. And then capacity rules, I'm going to leave them as default as they are. In my case, for example, you can see email, I can handle 5 emails at the same time, and I can handle messaging, like 3 chats at the same time, and talk, of course, just 1 call at the same time. And the final thing that I want to do now is to have manage settings here, and I'm going to leave it for now in here, which says queue-based routing. It's very good. I'm going to leave it as it is because it's great. And now I'm done. Next step is to enable a schedule. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my 4 squares, top right, admin center. All right, so I'm going to go to objects and rules, and I'm going to go to schedules, business rules, schedules. All right, so I'm going to add a new schedule. Call this one hour availability. By default, with professional, you only have 1 schedule. If you want multiple, you need to upgrade to enterprise. I'm going to choose my time zone. I'm going to say Eastern time, US and Canada, and then 9 to 5. By default, it's selected to 9 to 5. I like that. On Friday, I have a shorter schedule until, let's say, 3 p.m. That works. And then I'm going to have to add in a holiday. Add a holiday. Let's call this Christmas. And then start date. This is early in the year, but it's a Thursday, so we have to add it. Confirm. Save. Perfect. I'm done. By the way, if you enjoy the content, I'd be really grateful if you subscribe to this YouTube channel and you let me know what you think in the comments, and I will get back to you. I'd be really grateful, and thank you so much. Now let's add a trigger for out of office business hours. So let's go to our 4 squares, admin center, then go to objects and rules, and then scroll down to triggers. By default, I have 7 triggers already created, and this is going to be notifications to notify your customer the request has been received, to notify your agents that the request has been received, so they get to work. Some of them are overkill, and in my experience, I just want to turn off notify assignee of assignment, notify assignee of reopen ticket, notify all agents of received request. This one is overkill because if you have too many notifications, nobody will pay any attention to any of them. So this one I'm just going to deactivate for now. Also, by default, I have a trigger which sets tickets priority to normal. I will walk you through that in a little bit later on. So now I'm going to go to create a trigger out of Office notification. Trigger category, I'm going to put it in notifications. And now in all of these conditions, I'm going to say ticket is created. Ticket is created. I'm going to say current user is end user. I want to make sure that this request comes from a customer of ours. If an agent creates a ticket, this shouldn't apply. Ticket has public comments. Privacy is ticket has public comments. Again, if an agent creates a ticket and it's an internal note, I don't want this to apply. This is essentially doubling down if this is a customer or not. Now comes the part where we tie in with the schedule. So call it within business hours. It's called no. Okay, now I finished up all my conditions. Now I'm going to scroll down to actions and I'm going to go for notify by. I'm going to say user email, recipient. It's going to be ticket and then it's going to be requester and CC. So email subject is going to be we are out of office. Dear, I'm going to put a double colon to activate the placeholders in Zendesk. I'm going to say ticket dot requester dot first name. So this always takes their first name. We are currently out of office. Our regular office hours are 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. EST. We will happily get back to you when we will be back in the office. Kindly, and I'm going to go create a trigger and it's done. Next step is to create a simple AI flow. In our case, we're going to ask the customer to leave their phone number so we can call them. We want leads and we want to follow up on leads. All right, I'm in my Zendesk and I'm going to go to my 4 squares here, admin center. I'm going to go to channels. I'm going to go to AI agents. I'm going to go to this one for messaging, manage AI for agents. And then I'm going to create an AI agent. I'm going to call this one Roca support bot. The tone of voice of this one, I'm going to say enthusiastic, please. Then I'm going to click next. Roca work. My help center isn't available yet, and I should go to brands to enable it. So let's do that. Let's go to account and let's go to brands and get started. And then we're going to scroll down here where it says help center. We're going to click create. We're going to allow this thing to think for a few seconds as it goes to space and then comes back. I don't know if any of you watch Louis C.K., but that's a joke from him. The last thing I have to do about the help center is to go in here in its guide admin settings and just click activate. Now I'm going to refresh the screen to see if it came to its senses. And voila, now it works. Now click next. Testing your AI agent, go to publish, and it asks me, where do you want to enable this on? What channels? We only have one. We're very lucky. We're going to click this one, publish AI agent. Now, as long as we're here, let's go to language and let's ask it to have the default language in English and then translate messages. And then in here where it says to choose set language for translation, you choose whatever is relevant for you. I'm going to choose Danish in this case, and brands and channels, it's the same. And that's it. I'm just going to go here, publish AI agent again. Now I go through the options in here and I say greeting response. I'm just going to leave it as it is. Add option to talk to a human, yes. And then after AI agent replies, also add the option to talk to a human. I highly recommend this because people still like to talk to people. If AI agent can't solve the answer, especially this time around, just add them the ability to talk to a human. Now the escalation, so what we actually need for this use case. So responses, look, I have in here my availability, right? So the one that we created in our schedule. And in responses, during business hours, a message, leave your details so we can get back to you later. Leave your details along with the phone number so we can contact you later. Customer details, name, email, and in this case, look, we only have the contact reason. I'm going to add this one as well, but we need to create another custom field for phone number. So let's do that real quick. So let's go to objects and rules and then go to fields, and then we add a field, and this one is going to be a number. It has to be a phone number. Phone number. Customers can edit as well. Required solve ticket, no. Customers title shown to customers. Phone number, same thing. And then we save it up. We refresh our screen because that's what a good admin does in Zendesk. And then we go back to our channels. We go back to AI agents. And by the way, I recommend that you upgrade to advanced AI. I could have created this as an answer using the flow builder in Zendesk, which is an advanced feature. It's not necessarily available just in that upgrade, but it's nevertheless not available in the standard trial that you get. So you don't get as much functionality as you would in a normal environment. But anyway, let's get back to our behavior here, and we'll go back to escalations, and then scroll down to customer details, have the phone number. By the way, it didn't work with number, so I had to create a text field. So it doesn't matter, it's the same thing. It's a text field which contains numbers as well. I don't know, Zendesk limitation. Add it here. And then we go up, and then we say publish AI agent, and it's ready to go. Next step is to add a trigger to categorize requests and add priority. So let's go to our 4 squares and then to admin center, and we're going to go to objects and rules, and we're going to scroll to business rules triggers, and we're going to say create trigger, please. We're going to say mortgage tickets categorization and high priority. Ticket category, this is part of a new category, and this one we're going to call categorization. Meet all of the following conditions. So ticket is created. So this one I'm going to leave as it is. So meet any of the following conditions. So I'm going to use if the ticket is created and any of these conditions is true, then assign it the category and add a priority. So any of these conditions, I'm going to say contact reason is mortgage. Somehow I detected it is mortgage. By the way, I would recommend you use advanced AI to categorize requests with intents. So that's something which the AI does for you, so you don't have to do this manual process that I'm doing right now. Okay. We're going to say, okay, ticket contact reason is mortgage. We're going to say if a keyword mortgage is contained within the subject line or the comment of a ticket, then say it's, ticket contact reason is mortgage. So let's say subject line, subject text contains mortgage. We're going to say comment text operator contains the word mortgage. Then we're going to say actions. We're going to say contact reason is mortgage, and then priority is high. Create trigger. And we're done. By the way, if you need help with this, scan this QR code and you can get an idea for pricing on how we can work together. So potentially I'll see you soon. Next step is to add a view to see your sales leads. So let's go. So if you can see my screen, I'm here in Zendesk, and if on the left hand side, by default, I have some views already created for me, and they are pretty good already. So unsolved tickets that have been assigned to me, I like this one. Unassigned tickets in the system, amazing, very good. I want to keep an eye out on tickets that maybe don't have somebody dealing with them. And then all unsolved tickets. These 3 I like because these 3 views cover everything. You just see everything in the system. You have an overview. Obviously, the more you have in the system, the more you need to go granular. So now let's go and add a personalized one. Let's go to the 4 squares here. Let's go to admin center, and then we go to workspaces, and then we go here to views, and then we go to add a view. And then we say sales inquiries, and we're going to go double colon, which is going to create a nested view, which I'm going to show you in just a second what it means. So let's create one for mortgages. Any agent, the visibility, who has action, any agents, conditions. I'm going to say status category is less than solved. So this means that everything above solved. So everything in pending, open, and new is going to appear in here. I'm going to say contact reason is mortgage. All right, nice. And then I'm going to scroll down here in formatting options, and I have ticket status, satisfaction, and then I have subject, requester, request date, assignee. And I also want to add SLA. Next SLA breach, please. Yes, let's put it here at the top. These ones are good. I'm going to leave it as they are. Save. All right, so now if I go back to my Zendesk support and I refresh my screen like a good admin, in the views here on the left, I can see sales inquiries. And first one, see mortgages. And if I add double colon, and any other of my options like credit cards, personal finance, etc., they're going to appear here. And now repeat for all of your other inquiries. Next step, create an automation in Zendesk to chase your customers. All right, so let's go to the 4 squares and then go to Admin Center and then go to Objects and Rules and then go to Automations. And then let's go to Add Automation, Pending, and we're going to call this one Chase Customer when ticket is pending. We're going to say meet all of these conditions. Hours since status category pending. Not going to use calendar. We're going to use business because we already have our schedule set and we use business hours. Is greater than. I'm going to chase customers after 2 business days. Like if they haven't gotten back to me, I'm going to chase them and say, hey, please let me know if you still need help. Greater than 16 hours. I'm going to say ticket privacy. Ticket has public comments. I want to make sure that this is a customer that has gotten back to me and is an actual human. It's not an agent created ticket, so I don't, follow up with agents and say, hey, you know what? It's still us. You have something to do. Now I'm going to create a tag. This is a nullifying condition, and I'm going to explain very quickly what this is about. Let me just go here and say tag ticket tags. Ticket tags contain none of the following. Chase 2 days. Like that. And then in perform these actions, I'm going to say user email requester and CCs. Kindly let us know if you still need help. Hi, and then ticket requester, ticket.requester first name. We have an open case with you. And then we put ticket ID, and we'd like to know if you still need help. Kindly let us know if you still need help. Best wishes, Roca team. All right, and I'm going to create this automation, and I got a fail. Look. Automation could not be created. An automation that runs multiple times per ticket is not allowed. Okay, so this is the nullifying condition that I said earlier. So the nullifying condition is this tag here. Tag contains none of the following, chase 2 days, and then I'm going here below and I'll say add the tag and then chase 2 days. Now, each time the automation runs after 16 hours and it sees this tag, it's just going to say, I've been here before. Bye. And that's it. You're done. Okay, next step. Build an SLA policy for first reply time and next reply time. Okay, so let's go to our 4 squares here in Admin Center. And then we scroll down to Objects and Rules. And then we go down to Service Level Agreements. And then we create a policy. We call this one SLA Benchmark. Then we go to define the scope. Conditions, meet all of the conditions. And we're going to go to ticket, and then we do brand. Brand is our brand. That's it. Next, because we want all tickets to fall under this category, at least for now. Reply metrics, first reply time and next reply time. First reply time. All right. So urgent requests. We want this to be 2 hours, not calendar. We want this to be business hours. High priority is going to be 4 hours. And then normal is going to be 6. And then low priority is going to be 8 hours. And let's do business for all of these. All right, nice. And if we scroll down, we're going to choose this one when any ticket is created for an end user with a public comment. We're going to check this one out. When a light agent forwards an email from an end user to create a ticket, yes, please, because we want that too. And the last one, no, because agents can keep themselves accountable. They're not babies and they will know what to do. And then we do add, and then we add another target. We say next reply time. And then for this one, we're going to do the same. 2, 4, low priority 6 hours. And then for this one, for the low priority, I'm going to say 16, and I'm going to go not calendar, business rather, because we work with business hours. Okay, save, and then save policy. Next step and final one is to enable customer satisfaction to collect feedback. Okay, let's go to the 4 squares, Admin Center, and we're going to go to Objects and Rules, and we're going to scroll down here to customer satisfaction. And we're going to go get started, and we have 2 already created customer satisfaction triggers and 1 automation and 1 trigger, and they're inactive. We're just going to activate. That's it. Just easy as that. Activate. Now, these are going to be both working for messaging, so the chat that we enabled, and for email that we've also enabled. So now you're good to go. Okay, some final words in conclusion. I hope this helps you. Let me know in the comments if you need anything else. There's a plethora of options and features in Zendesk, and I know I cannot possibly have covered them all, but I hope this gives you a good outline on how you can use Zendesk to cater to lead collection and customer support. So I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.